The future is arriving faster than you think, and it's not just about new gadgets or apps, it's about a complete transformation in how we move, work, and live. Imagine your next commute not on the road, but soaring above city traffic. Picture yourself gliding effortlessly over gridlocked highways, watching the world shrink beneath you as you travel in minutes what used to take hours. The next transportation revolution is happening in the skies right now. We're witnessing the dawn of a new era, where the sky is no longer the limit but the new highway for millions of people. Electric flying cars, or eVTOLs, are moving from science fiction to reality, and investors are taking notice. These vehicles are being tested, refined, and prepared for mass adoption, with prototypes already making headlines around the world. Billions are pouring into this industry, and the smart money is already positioning for explosive growth. Venture capitalists, tech giants, and even traditional automakers are racing to secure their stake in what could be the most lucrative transportation market of the century. This isn't a niche, it's a seismic shift that will redefine urban mobility, emergency services, and more. Imagine emergency responders bypassing traffic jams to save lives, or urban commuters skipping the daily grind for a smooth, silent flight to work. The convergence of aerospace, battery tech, and AI is creating a once-in-a-generation opportunity. Advances in lightweight materials, powerful batteries, and autonomous navigation are making what once seemed impossible, inevitable. The question isn't if this will happen, but who will lead and who will profit. The companies that innovate fastest and scale efficiently will shape the future, and early investors could see life-changing returns. Government support, massive pre-orders, and strategic partnerships are de-risking the sector. Regulatory agencies are working hand-in-hand with industry leaders to ensure safety and accelerate adoption, while major airlines and ride-sharing companies are lining up to place their bets. This is your chance to get in early on a generational wealth opportunity. The window to be an early mover is open, but it won't stay that way for long. Today, I'll break down a key player making all the right moves in this high-stakes game. This company is not just building aircraft, they're building the infrastructure, partnerships, and vision to lead the flying car revolution. Buckle up, let's dive into the eVTOL revolution. The future of flight is here, and it's time to find out how you can be part of it. Let's go! eVTOL stands for Electric Vertical Takeoff and Landing, a revolutionary new class of aircraft that blends the best features of helicopters and drones, but with a modern twist. Unlike traditional helicopters, eVTOLs are powered by electricity, making them cleaner, quieter, and far more efficient. Imagine a vehicle that can rise vertically from a rooftop or a parking lot, hover silently above the city, and then whisk you away to your destination. All without the noise or emissions of conventional aircraft. This isn't just a futuristic fantasy, it's a technology that's rapidly becoming reality. The eVTOL market is projected to rival or even surpass the size of today's ride-sharing industry. Investors and Wall Street analysts are watching closely, eager to identify the winners in this emerging space. The race is on to see which companies will capture the lion's share of this new market, and the stakes couldn't be higher. What's driving this sudden surge? Two key factors: advances in battery technology and unprecedented regulatory support. Batteries are now powerful and lightweight enough to make electric flight practical, while the FAA and even the White House are actively encouraging rapid commercialization. The companies leading this charge aren't just ambitious startups working out of garages, they're backed by some of the world's biggest names in aerospace, automotive, and commercial aviation. These established giants bring decades of experience, deep pockets, and global reach, giving the eVTOL industry a level of credibility and momentum that's hard to match. The next big challenge is scaling up, moving from prototypes to mass production, and building the global networks needed to support widespread use. Companies are racing to set up assembly lines, streamline logistics, and ensure that eVTOLs can be delivered and maintained anywhere in the world. In this high-stakes race, the companies that solve these challenges first will have a massive advantage. They'll set the standards, capture market share, and shape the future of urban transportation. So, who's leading the pack? One name keeps coming up again and again. We'll dive into that in a moment. If you only watch one video today, make sure you watch this one, all the way till the end. Hit the like button, let's get 1,000 likes on this one, share the video and leave your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the next important financial investing update. If you're looking for a name that could redefine the future of urban mobility, keep your eyes on ACHR Aviation, ticker symbol ACHR. This is a company that's not just making headlines but is actively shaping the next era of transportation. Headquartered in the heart of Silicon Valley, ACHR is surrounded by the world's most innovative minds and cutting-edge technology. Their mission? To completely transform how we move within and between cities, making air travel as accessible and routine as hailing a ride on your phone. At the center of their vision is the Midnight, ACHR's flagship electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft. This isn't just a futuristic prototype, it's a piloted 4-passenger eVTOL designed for quick back-to-back trips, with minimal downtime between flights. Imagine skipping gridlock and soaring above city streets, arriving at your destination in minutes. What sets Archer apart is that the Midnight isn't a distant dream. It's a real, tangible aircraft already deep in the rigorous FAA certification process. This means Archer is not just talking about the future, they're building it step by step with every test and inspection. Their competitive edge lies in their relentless focus on certification. In the world of aviation, FAA approval is the golden ticket. It's what separates the visionaries from the operators. Archer knows this, and they're making certification their top priority. Archer's team is working hand in hand with the FAA, hitting critical milestones and conducting successful test flights. Every milestone brings them closer to commercial launch, and every test flight proves their technology is ready for the real world. In this race to certification, being first means everything. The first company to achieve full FAA approval will have a massive first-mover advantage, setting the standard for the entire industry. Archer is sprinting toward that finish line, determined to lead the pack. Behind Archer's rapid progress is a powerhouse leadership team. They've assembled veterans from aviation, technology, and automotive, people who know how to scale innovation and navigate complex regulatory landscapes. This blend of expertise is a major reason why Archer is moving so quickly. Archer isn't going it alone. They're backed by some of the world's top investors and strategic partners, who provide not just capital but invaluable industry connections and operational support. This network gives Archer a significant edge as they prepare for commercial operations. The company's approach combines breakthrough technology, a clear and actionable path to market, and a world-class team that's laser-focused on execution. From advanced battery systems to proprietary flight software, Archer is pushing the boundaries of what's possible in urban air mobility. Partnerships are another key differentiator. Archer has secured collaborations with major airlines, infrastructure providers, and city governments, all working together to make urban air travel a reality. These alliances are helping Archer build the ecosystem needed for widespread adoption. All of this makes ACHR a stock that's capturing the attention of analysts and investors alike. With momentum building and milestones being met, Archer is positioned as a top watchlist stock for anyone interested in the future of transportation. In the race to own the skies, Archer Aviation is the thoroughbred to watch, leading the charge toward a new era of flight and redefining what's possible for cities and travelers everywhere. No aerospace company wins alone, especially not in eVTOL. Archer's partnerships are a game-changer. They're working with NASA on battery safety, lending huge credibility. The U.S. Air Force plans to buy up to 6 Midnight aircraft, early revenue and validation. These government ties are powerful endorsements, but the real scaling power comes from commercial alliances. Archer has locked in supply chains, manufacturing, and customers before final certification. This de-risks their business and accelerates their path to market. While competitors scramble for partners, Archer's ecosystem is already in place. NASA boosts safety, the Air Force brings validation, and commercial partners solve production and sales. Each partnership strengthens the next, creating a compounding advantage. This is how you build an industry leader. Now let's talk about the two partnerships that put Archer in a league of its own. Archer's alliances with Stellantis and United Airlines are next level. Stellantis, parent of Jeep and Chrysler, is Archer's exclusive manufacturing partner. They're building a Georgia facility to produce up to 650 aircraft a year. Archer taps into Stellantis' century of manufacturing expertise, saving billions in years of trial and error. Archer focuses on design and certification. Stellantis handles mass production. No other eVTOL company has this manufacturing edge. United Airlines has placed a $1 billion order for 100 aircraft, with an option for $500 million more. United isn't just a customer, they're planning air taxi routes with Archer, starting at major hubs. This guarantees a market for Archer's first wave of aircraft. With manufacturing and customers locked in, Archer is executing while others are still planning. This certainty is rare for a pre-revenue company. That's why smart money is betting on ACHR. Now, let's look at their path to FAA certification. In aviation, FAA certification is everything. Archer treats it as their top priority, not a future hurdle. They're working step by step with the FAA, completing test flights and hitting milestones. Their design leverages proven, certified technologies, streamlining the approval process. This pragmatic approach reduces risk and accelerates their timeline. Archer is transparent about progress, regularly updating investors. They're on track to be among the first eVTOLs certified for commercial passenger service. Once certified, Archer shifts from development to revenue generation. This is the catalyst investors should watch. The right team, strategy, and tech are in place. FAA approval will be Archer's launchpad. Vision is great, but capital is king. Archer has raised over $1.1 billion from blue-chip investors like Boeing, Stellantis, United, and ARK Invest. This war chest gives them a long runway to execute without cash crunches. They hold over $400 million in cash and keep debt low, crucial for a pre-revenue company. Stellantis' support saves Archer massive capital on manufacturing. Archer is capital efficient, stretching every dollar further than rivals. Wall Street is bullish. Analysts see Archer as a top eVTOL contender with significant upside. The consensus clear path to certification, strong partnerships, and a huge market. Archer's financial foundation is rock solid. Now let's talk about how you can boost your investing IQ. And then, the risks you need to know. Spotting winners like Archer is just the start. You need the skills to build real wealth. The Value Stocks Investing Master Course teaches you how to analyze companies, read financials, and find undervalued gems. Whether you're new or experienced, this course gives you a repeatable framework for success. Learn to spot the next Amazon before the crowd and invest with confidence. It's packed with video lessons, real-world case studies, and practical exercises. Thousands have used it to take control of their financial future. Click the link below to learn more and enroll. Invest in your education, it pays dividends for life. Now let's get real about the risks with Archer. Let's talk risks, because no investment is a sure thing, especially in disruptive industries. Archer's biggest challenge is execution. Delays in FAA certification could burn cash and let competitors catch up. Competition is fierce. Joby Aviation, Vertical Aerospace, and others are racing for the same prize. Archer must maintain its edge and speed to market. Economic downturns could dampen demand for premium air mobility. Supply chain issues, interest rates, and market sentiment can all create headwinds. With a market cap of $4.73 billion, the company remains pre-revenue but has managed to generate significant investor excitement, fueled by strategic alliances and major government support. One of the most impactful catalysts came on June 11, 2025, when executive backing from the Trump administration triggered an 11.7% surge in the stock. Regulatory easing tied to this support has created renewed optimism about Archer's path to FAA certification, an essential milestone for achieving commercial liftoff. Strategic partnerships are also propelling Archer forward. The company's collaboration with Anduril, focused on defense applications, introduces a new potential revenue stream that could stabilize earnings while its commercial models ramp up. Meanwhile, its alliance with Palantir brings advanced AI capabilities into the cockpit, positioning Archer at the intersection of aerospace and cutting-edge data technology. Market potential remains substantial. Archer boasts an impressive $6 billion order backlog and a strong liquidity position, metrics that continue to impress investors despite the absence of current revenue. At the heart of this optimism is the Midnight aircraft, the company's flagship eVTOL vehicle, which aims to transform urban air mobility. Progress on that front is tangible. Archer has begun piloted flight tests for Midnight, a crucial step toward regulatory certification. This testing phase is expected to validate safety, boost public and investor confidence, and bring the company closer to its first commercial flights. But it's not all smooth skies. The stock dropped 2.22% on June 12, a reflection of the volatility that often comes with early-stage innovation plays. Archer is still facing steep operating expenses and a cash burn of $104.6 million in the first quarter of 2025. The company's EPS sits at $1.07 with a return on equity of minus 71.33%, indicators of the financial strain that accompanies its high-growth ambitions. Operational delays around the transition to piloted operations have added further pressure, although recent developments suggest these hurdles are beginning to ease. Archer Aviation stands at a pivotal moment. Backed by influential partnerships, government support, and a bold vision for the future of flight, the company is clearly moving in the right direction. Yet, with volatile performance and financial headwinds still in play, investors will need to closely watch its execution, particularly as the Midnight aircraft inches closer to commercial reality. Archer's valuation is based on future potential, not current earnings. Expect volatility. Missed milestones or negative news could hit the stock hard. This is a long-term play for investors with strong stomachs. You need conviction in the story and the patience to ride out the bumps. Keep an eye on competition and execution. This isn't for the faint of heart, but with risk comes reward. Now let's wrap up. That's the Archer Aviation story. Revolutionary tech, powerhouse partnerships, a clear path to certification, and solid financials. The risks are real, but so is the potential reward. We're on the edge of a new era in mobility, and Archer is leading the charge. Will you be a passenger or an owner? For deeper dives and exclusive tips, join my Patreon community. Link below. Drop a comment. Which eVTOL company do you think has the best shot at success? Let's get a real conversation going about the future of this industry. If you found value, hit like, share, and subscribe for more insights. The future of mobility is taking flight. Make sure your portfolio is ready to soar. Thanks for watching. See you next time.